happen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep moving. We're going to shift on. Listen, again, my name is Quinn Lewis, hailing all the way from Houston, Texas, and I'm so excited and I'm so elated for you guys being here this afternoon with us. When I tell you that my years of banking and financial institution, well, there was a couple of them actually that I was involved in. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Merrill Lynch, and Morgan Stanley. And when I tell you, I was so excited to be in those corporate offices. And I was so excited to be in that field of corporate America that what I didn't understand, ladies and gentlemen, was that I was revolving and evolving into, the side of myself that was just dead. I was evolving in something dead, not living. I wasn't living my life. And what I mean by that is I was literally just clocking in, going to work, taking care of customers, coming home, doing the mom thing. And I would literally just go back on the hamster wheel every single day. And I just wasn't living life. Yes, we had some type of money to make sure that my daughter was okay, but I wasn't living life. And I didn't have enough money to really fund my dreams and businesses that I really wanted to do, right? So, I really, really cannot wait to share this information with you. I'm so excited about it because anybody out there that is looking for more in life, looking for that financial freedom and looking for that time freedom, I want you to press the number 1 in the chat box. The chat box is at the very bottom of the screen that you see. If you're joining us with video version, you can see the very bottom is the chat box. And if you want more in life, there's financial freedom and there's time freedom, and maybe you want both. If that's you and you knew there was more, and I'm not the only one, I want you to go ahead and put the number 1 in the chat box. And how I knew there was more is because I had people that absolutely, wanted me to go far in life and understood that, in order for me to go far in life and really cared about my well-being, I needed to be educated. I needed to have a different type of knowledge. Is that so? Yes or yes, absolutely. So they turned me on to some books. One of them was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, I really didn't understand why I needed to read that book. I was like, I'm not a dad, so there's really no purpose of me reading that book. Man, when I tell you, ignorance is bliss, or maybe not. So, I started reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad and really understood, the grassroots of what the book was talking about in regards to there is a certain type of way we all grew up. And just because we grew up in a particular city, just because we grew up in a particular neighborhood, just because we grew up in a particular household, doesn't mean that we have to adopt those principles into our life. Because if you really think about it, would you want to trade places with the people that are teaching you about freedom right now? The people who are really diving in and giving their opinion about your job or what you should be doing in business, would you want to trade places with them? And that's what I had really sink in, that the people giving me this book were people who were where I wanted to be. So that's why I needed to listen to them. So it's cool that Rich Dad Poor Dad gave me this, eye-opening ability to understand it's not about where I came from. I don't have to have that inside of me, all the bad parts. I can grow. I can evolve. Then I went on to read the Cash Flow Quadrant, which helped me understand where I am right now and how to get myself on the right track. See, right now, 95% of the world does exactly what I used to do. Go to work, do your job, go home, deal with your, parents, kids, other life, other business, things of that nature. And that puts you in the employee and self-employed quadrant. Literally where I'm exchanging my time, exchanging my efforts for somebody else's vision if I'm employed, or my own if I'm self-employed. But the bottom line is I don't have enough time and I don't have enough financial freedom. That's why I'm only able to control 5% of the wealth. Does that make sense? So now the person that invited you on the line said, listen, there's a better way. I found it. It came across my desk. I want you to take a look at it. And for less than $2,000 a year, they break it down in the monthly payments. Thank God for that. You too can get on the right side of money. What does that look like, Quinn? I'm glad you asked. So on the right side of money, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I could be a business owner and an investor. And a business owner, the difference between a self-employed person and a business owner is a barbershop person that owns a barbershop who has to stand behind the chair and still cut hair. He's a self-employed. Okay, he's self-employed. A barbershop owner who owns a McDonald's and other barbershops, but he doesn't have to work at either one of them, is a business owner. See, he understood that business ownership has to do with systems. He bought a system. McDonald's has a system. And his system and people are building him profits and assets. We're going to show you how to do that tonight. Also, investors, ladies, it's an even lower percentage, 1%, is the 1% of the world. Why is it 1%? Because people are literally bred to trade their time for money. What do? You go to school, you get good grades, lunchtime, you eat, you only have 30 minutes to an hour maybe. You're quiet through the whole day at class unless you're called upon. You have an authority figure. See, they're breeding you to be an employee from day one, right? So we were taught to go to school, get good grades so we can get a good job, so we can literally have $80,000 in school debt to get a $40,000 a year job fresh out of college. Now, if I don't know, any kind of scam, if I'm not just versed in what scams look like, if I'm just green behind the ears, I'll tell you right now, that still doesn't sound right to me, right? So with that being said, we have a system that we're going to share with you tonight that literally is going to teach you how to be a business owner and an investor. Now, we're not going to take your money and invest it for you, and we're not going to have you buy into the system and literally, don't show you the ins and outs on how to operate it, okay? Now, the things we're going to invest in, we could invest in real estate. We could. And, we could go out there and we could hunt and find properties or find investors to invest in properties. And we could do that whole song and dance, and that'll be awesome. We could do stocks. Stocks is $23.8 billion of revenue coming in every day. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That's 23 to 1, winning ratio. That's a good odds, right? That's cool. But, it is based upon companies. It's based upon Walmart, Starbucks, and whether or not these particular companies are doing well. Now, a smart man told me, Quinn, if you want to really make a difference in your finances, whatever you own, whatever you possess, invest in it. And I said to myself, okay, well, let's see what's in my purse. Money, right? That makes sense. He said, bingo. He said, why you want to invest in money? And I really didn't know the answer to that. And by the way, this was my boss at Morgan Stanley and Bank of America. Both of them told me this. And I really don't understand it. He said, you want to invest in money because that's what your bank does. The bank invests in your money. The bank takes your money and they make investments into the world's largest financial market. And they give you back what? 0.01. In the last 5 years, I won't even go 10. Let's say 5. All the money you've put in your bank account, how much money have you made from it? I'll wait. I had a couple the other night I spoke to. They did, they went to the bank and they had a money market account and they put $15,000 in it. And a year later, they were able to grow it to $6.15. $15,000. What if I could show you a way that you can make $6.15 in 20 minutes, not a year, and you don't need $15,000 to do it? Maybe $1, maybe 10 cents. So with that being said, let's learn how to invest in money. Let's learn how to buy and sell currency, because that's exactly what the foreign exchange market is, which is the world's largest financial market, right? It's $5.3 trillion a day. It operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, meaning it doesn't matter if I get off work at 10 o'clock at night. The forex market is still open. It doesn't matter if I work through the whole week and my job is 24 hours a day on call and I'm a brain surgeon and the only time that I can trade is Saturdays and Sundays. Awesome. That means the cryptocurrency market and indices and other things. There's other things that you can do to trade in the world's largest financial market, and they will be open for you 24 hours a day, 5 days a week for forex, cryptocurrency. That's digital things like Bitcoin and Litecoin and Facebook's coin. You'll be able to make money from that 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everything that we do, from jobs to businesses, rises and falls on leadership. Now, I have literally done the research on several other educational companies, right, that show us how to do that. Because if you notice the saying of knowledge is power, right? If you really notice that saying that everybody tells you, okay, that wants to be super cliche, has it really brought you that much power, knowing so many things? If you think about it, not really. It's only because no one taught you how to apply the knowledge they were giving you. See, it doesn't make any sense if I'm teaching you or even giving you this information and I don't share with you how to apply it to your life. And that's exactly what this leadership does with this company. The company is called iMarkets Live, and it's a world-renowned, innovative educational company that just so happens to have up-to-date, competitive software and apps that you can download on your phone, have on your computer, literally whatever device uses Wi-Fi. I can pull these things up and give me the opportunity to earn money while I'm learning at the same time. And what I love about this dynamic leadership is the CEO of this company, pictured in the middle, is actually a trader himself. He invests in trades in foreign currency, has been doing it for 25 years, and we have the ability, right, to spread this on a global scale without radio ads, without magazine ads, without TV ads, because of the people featured in this picture beside him, the vice presidents of our company. Now, how do I apply this knowledge? I'm so glad you asked. We're going to break this down in 3 different sections. We have the education, we have software and tools, and then we have residual income. The residual income, we'll talk about how to be a business owner, which is very optional. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you, broken down in monthly payments, not in a contract like a cell phone bill, but you can break it down like a cell phone bill, right? Literally less than $2,000 a year when you add it all up. You too can have education on demand. On my phone, I literally spoke to a mom the other day. She was in this academy, IML Academy, watching the basics because she just enrolled into the company. Well, to be honest, her husband did, and she wasn't really completely sold on it. It wasn't until her husband was able to really grow his account by 1,000%. How was he able to do that, Quinn? He literally took 10 cents and grew it to $1. That's 1,000%. Is your bank giving you 1,000% return on your investment? No, they're not. Right? So when she saw that, she said, oh, I've got to learn this. If he can do it once, he can do it again. Does that make sense? Absolutely. So now, fast forward 60 days ago, she's at her, 60 days ago, rewind, she's at her son's doctor's appointment. She's sitting on her phone, and she sends me a picture of her sitting on her phone at the doctor's office with her son in the bed, and she's still learning. No excuses. She got addicted to the education. She said, I don't understand everything. I got to do it by any means necessary. Any downtime I have, sitting on the toilet, sitting in traffic, waiting on things to cook, sitting on the side of the bathtub, waiting on, bath water to get a little cool before I get in. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch these on-demand videos. I'm going to fast forward, rewind. They come in several different languages. It's just no excuse, right? So now, 60 days later, she was able to take it up a notch, go to IML TV, and literally watch other teachers share their screen just like I am. Again, several different languages, especially your basics, Spanish, Portuguese, German, things of that nature. And they share their screen, and you can ask questions. She was able to reach out to this one guy named Luke. He's an IML TV teacher, and he really dives into the precious metals. He really loves gold. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He was able to talk her through this harmonic scanner. We teach the harmonic scanner. She learned from us. She learned from him, put all this knowledge together, got on and then really scheduled around her life. And she was able to use the harmonic scanner to really see how the market moves. See, money moves in patterns, money moves in pairs. And you have to do a little studying. Not going to lie to you. Is a little bit back in school? Yeah. But listen, if I could show you how to do this skill set and I could show you how they educate you on this skill set, is it worth it to you to go back to school for 6 to 7 months? So you too can do what she's doing. She's an actress. You know what they do. They wait tables. She don't want to wait tables. She wanted to make money like this from the comfort of her cell phone. Using the harmonic scanner because she was like, Quinn, she's so excited. She said, it tells you when to enter. I said, yes, it does. She was like, wow. It tells you your targets. I said, yeah, it does. And then it gives me my risk points. You know, if the market goes the wrong way, because sometimes it does, I'm not risking too much. And it gives me that information. And she said that you are helping, and Tiffany and Brandy and all these people and Brianna on your team are teaching. She said, we have all these teachers outside of the IML TV teachers. I said, yeah, we built a whole community. She said, this is exciting. Not only do I have a software giving me, you know, like a cheat sheet what to do, I have this community behind me helping me. And ladies and gentlemen, she is now making 4 figures. Just diving into the information. Isn't that awesome? Then we have another team member that literally watches the CEO of the company and his elite group of people that he's handpicked. And they, every Sunday, sit down with us and tell us what they're doing in the market. They all have a combined 70 years of experience in trading currencies, any type of currency you can think of. Oil, gold, indices. They even know about binary options, stocks. They have so much information. Now, I've worked for several corporations, several Fortune 500 companies, and I've never before had a CEO sit down and show us exactly what to do in the market. Is that not exciting? Isn't that exciting? I've never had a CEO sit me down on a weekly basis and show me how he built his company. Here, you have one. Ladies and gentlemen, then we have apps like Swipe Trade, Swipe Coin, Gold Cup. And these, all 3 of those applications you can put on your phone, guys, and it will show you how to copy and paste information sent to your phone by traders. Okay, they're expert traders. They know exactly what they're doing in the market. They're literally paid to sit in the market and watch it all day long. All you have to do is copy the information and paste it. Why are we doing that for you? We're doing that for you because we know when you first get in, you're not going to know what you're doing. We want you to be able, unlike biology class in college, unlike statistics, unlike market geometry, we want you to be able to get into this skill set and make money as soon as you can. Earn while you learn. That's the name of the game here. I want to learn what they do, but let me make money from copy and pasting information. And if I don't understand everything, right? If I'm in those IML TV sessions and I'm able to ask questions and I don't understand everything, and yeah, it's recorded. The sessions are recorded, which is awesome. But you know, recordings, I can't ask questions. They gave you a platform and even another platform, ladies and gentlemen, for you to be able to talk to teachers at your leisure. You can ask them questions. They give you updates. They send out notes. They update you on what's going on in the market. And I love how this company really built a healthy community for students and educators to talk together. Now, with that being said, we literally have other things that we can add on just to those base parts of the package. And I'll talk about that in just a few moments. But for all people out there that keep saying, well, why she say it's $2,000 a year? I want to get the monthly breakdown. She said it's a monthly payment, so what's that? So I want to go ahead and get to that. I want to get straight to that. So ladies and gentlemen, the people that are on here now, they're like, you have me at IML TV where I can ask questions. Awesome. If you want everything we have to offer, that's the first initial payment of $325. All right, that's for the first 30 days. If you're like me and you say, you know what, give me a little dab, okay? I just want to get a little bit wet, a little pinky toe wet, okay? Because I want to be able to see what's going on while I'm talking to everybody else. And I'm sure everybody else I talk to will want to get pinky toe wet too. So that's $225 for the first initial package. Then every single month, if you like us, love us, want to continue, you pay $164.95. Now, there's all additional add-ons that you can choose from. There's a plethora. So then, So many you can choose from, right? I mentioned a few: the Swipe Coin, the Swipe Trade, the Gold Cup. I know a few people love our Levels app, and again, all these software and apps are just showing you trade ideas, and they're giving you the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to even learn strategies, how to strategically move in this market and make money. I don't want to spend so much time telling you what I've heard from other people. I want to actually bring two live people on the line tonight to share what they have been able to get from this, because I want you to see that we are changing lives. And the first person I want to bring up is somebody I absolutely admire. She has an extremely busy schedule working with a Fortune 500 company, and she's a mom. And when I tell you, her story is absolutely incredible. And I want her to share a little bit about, why she decided to enroll as a student with us, and how it's really changed her life. And that is Miss Nikki out in Louisiana. Are you on the line with us?
I am on the line. How are you, Quinn? Can you guys hear me? All right, Quinn, I'm on. Can anybody hear me? Oh, we can hear you. Okay, sorry. So hi, I'm Nikki Williams. I am born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. And so I haven't prepared anything to talk about, guys. I just really wanted to share with you this educational platform, the products, the leaders within IML, the environment, along with those on the same journey as me. Listen, you'll never experience anything like this in your lifetime. Now, at first, I was a bit skeptical listening to others' testimonials, because typically it's a strategy many companies use to get you on board, right? Well, just as Les Brown mentioned in the beginning, it's all about results. We can share reasons and reason with anyone why, they should do what we're doing. But once you get the results you were seeking, you'll realize the reasons was just a part of the process, but not even equally as important as the result. So, I'm thanking God for the results. It's put me, literal me, in a position to be able to walk away from corporate America. And many of us know the compensation, benefits, and other incentives that comes along with those kinds of jobs, right? I'm preparing to exit my employer because I was able to take advantage of this information someone, took the time out to share with me. So I won't give numbers about how much I started with and where I ended up. Just know that it has put me in a position to be able to retire almost 20 years early.
I got speechless. I was like, hold on, I can't find my mute button. When she said it has given her the opportunity to retire 20 years early, ladies and gentlemen, put number 2 in the chat box if that's you. Do you want the ability to use this information to be able to retire 20 years early? Heck, what if it was even a year early? What if it was even 2 years early? See, I see my chat box lighting up. Put a number 2 if you want to retire your parents. That's something I want to do with my mom. I want to retire her. Is that not incredible to hear that story from this young lady? That is amazing. Now, our next person that I want to bring up, I absolutely love and enjoy hearing his story. I'm so excited to be working with everyone, but I'm definitely excited to be working with this gentleman. He is so dedicated to helping so many people, and that is none other than Mr. Howard Brown. Will you please get on the line and just share with everybody how this information is exciting you and why you decided to enroll?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Quinn. Can you hear me? Hopefully
Yes,
everybody can
sir.
hear. I live in Louisville, Kentucky by way of Cincinnati, Ohio. But I was business in started 2001 to 2008. But before that, of course, I started off in corporate America. Been through a couple of layoffs due to 9/11. Started my own business. Went through some ups and downs in that, but I was excited that I was able to achieve a goal. One of my goals was to own my own business, but I quickly realized that my business owned me. I didn't own my business, so a lot of my time was taken away from me, And at that time, I was had just had my daughter. She's now 12 years old, and I wasn't able to spend the time that I needed and wanted to spend with her. So at that time, I started seeking other opportunities. So throughout my life, I've always been an entrepreneur and wanted to have a nest egg for my child so that she wouldn't have to struggle through life. So throughout the years, I've tried different things, and I came across a post that was posted on my Facebook about forex, and I was wondering, what is forex? So I went out to seek the information, and while I was there, a young lady was saying, "Hey, I'm going to put this trade in this trade in my app here on my phone, and before this meeting's over, I'll let you all know how much I made." I didn't know what in the world she was talking about. It was over my head. So I looked at it, and after she passed the phone around, I noticed that she put 20 cents into a trade and turned into $450 within a matter of minutes. It still didn't click. So after the meeting, I got in my car. I was on the highway, and then it just hit me like a ton of bricks. It's like, hold on. If she can turn 20 cents into $450 within a matter of minutes, I couldn't even imagine turning a penny into 2 pennies. If I was able to do a U-turn on the highway, I would have done it. So when I got home, I made the call back to the person that invited me to listen to the information. I said, "Look, are you all still out there?" I said, "Look, I don't care what it is right now, but if you can turn 20 cents into $450 in a matter of minutes on your cell phone, I just want to learn how to do that." So I immediately got involved, and it's been enjoyable to me. I've been able to connect with business owners, people who have been on levels in business that I hadn't even experienced, who's gotten involved in this company and learned the skill of trading and have left their positions. And that's where I want to be. I want to be able to sit back and enjoy my time instead of not being able to enjoy my time by sitting within a cubicle, which is where I'm sitting at on a daily basis. But I'm learning a skill that can pay me for the rest of my life. I'm learning a skill that I can teach to my child when she's hits college, and she's able to take care of herself in college. Daddy having to pay for everything once she gets there. And I've got to meet some good people such as Mr. Robin and Miss Quinn, and they're motivators. They're very knowledgeable. They got your back. They look out for you to make sure that you're on top of what you need to learn. And I'm just so excited and ready to continue on in this journey. Thank you for the opportunity, Miss Quinn and Mr. Robert.
And when I tell you, I'm so excited about the journey of helping young people. We have a really big, major college movement. There's this huge, rich kids college movement, rich before 30 movement. And we really are excited to help those become rich before 30. And when I tell you right now, I can't wait till your daughter and your nieces and all the young people in your family, Mr. Howard, can be a testimony as to what we're doing. One of our teachers that teaches on Wednesdays and Saturdays to new members of a new members orientation is actually teaching her 6-year-old son as we speak. And, the valuable lessons he's going to learn about how to really invest at 6 years old, that's exactly what I pray that all the parents that are involved right now can understand, that getting your children involved right now, like making it a household thing, just like you make it a household thing to vacuum, make it a household chore or a household, family situation where we sit down and we learn the skill together. And ladies and gentlemen, which brings me to my own 14-year-old daughter. She was able to go to school, and during her tutorial period, they have like a period where if you need to get homework done or tutoring period or whatnot, she was herself pulling up the harmonic scanner and, trying to figure it out and learning, how to use it and watching videos on the harmonic scanner at school. And that's when her basketball coach and the PTO president and the dean of her students came to me at a PTO meeting and said, listen, we learned that, and then she was 12 at the time, your 12-year-old daughter is learning how to invest, and I've done stocks myself, and I really want to get deeper involved in it. And they all were able to get involved. And so what we did was we put our 14-year-old in the business. We allowed her to enroll as a student as well. And because of that, because her basketball coach and the dean of students and other people wanted to learn, she was able to get, this education for free. 2 people said they wanted to learn. And that kind of takes away and strips the notion of, well, I have to teach these people. Well, do you think my 12-year-old was teaching her teachers? No, she wasn't. What she was doing was guiding them into, look, connect with my mom. She has a community. They have steps to get started. I'm going through the same steps. Here you go. So if she can lead them and guide them in how to do that, I'm sure you can too. Don't you know two or three or four people that like and love you? If you do, then you'll be able to get them the access to this information, ladies and gentlemen, and they too will be able to fall in love with what they're doing, and you get it for free. Now, that's as a customer. Now, all the people on the line that understand franchising and business ownership, not self-employed, business ownership, and being able to really, use your network of people, as capital instead of money to grow a viable business. Put number 3 in the chat box if that's what you want to learn, and I will move forward. If you want to learn that part of the business, put a number 3 in the chat box. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like me, and when you first got started, you said, listen, this all sounds absolutely amazing. And by the way, this is so optional what I'm about to get and tell you about. But it sounds amazing. But guys, listen, I didn't have more money to put in the market. I was a student. Okay, we got that money. But I didn't have the money to put in to invest with. Sure, I had $20 or $50, but I already knew if I could get a hold of at least $150, bare minimum, I could do a lot more with $150 than I could with $10 or $20, right? So I wanted to know, how could I get a hold of $150 quickly? So then when the company started talking and sharing that they give money for referring, I said, oh, wow, that's what I need to do. So ladies and gentlemen, I started learning, and because I've never done this before, realistically, like in real life, where I really got really good results at referring things. Of course, people went to go see Black Panther when I told them to go. Sure. Of course, people went to my hairdresser when they saw my hair. Okay. Of course, when, people went to go buy these really bad boots. I had the knee-high, they're real cute, little gold zipper on the side, and I told them where I bought them from, posted on social media. They went. But ladies and gentlemen, nobody gave me a cut from any of that. I did not get a dime, not one, okay, from referring any of those things. So now I can refer people to how to change their life. I can refer people how to get financial freedom, how to get time freedom. If they need a car, if they need a home, if they need to pay for their kids' college, I've got the solution to all of it. And that's this company. It's Our Market Side. And because of that, the company said, listen, I would rather pay you, Mr. Howard, Miss Nikki, I would rather pay you than pay a TV ad, a radio ad, or a billboard. Okay? For every person that you enroll as a student and you say, hey, come learn this with me, you're going to get a bonus, a one-time bonus. Depending on the package, it may be $35, it may be $50. And then if they bring people in, you're going to get a bonus from them bringing people in. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that awesome? And then if you grow your, network of people to 3 people, the company will pay you $150 every month. Okay, Quinn, is that 3 people every month? No, it's not. It's literally if you just stop talking and you stop at 3. If they stay enrolled in this, you get $150 every month, like clockwork. Every Friday, $37.50. Boom, boom, boom. Now, it might mess up, and those 3 people might go tell somebody. And if they're connected to us, if they're connected to me, connected to Robert, we're going to teach them how, just like we're teaching you. Just like we teach how to really maximize this education, of course we're going to teach you exactly what to do in regards to going out there and sharing this. and referring people. We're going to teach you the ins and outs of that too. Just like it's being taught to me by my mentor, Mr. David M. Onitier, who is one of the highest paid African Americans in the world. And he happens to be one of the top leaders in this company, right? So with that being said, those three people might go out and they may want to get $150 as well. Isn't that awesome if they do? I love it. They want to have a franchise. They want to have business ownership. They want to have money coming into them every single month while they sleep, just because they said, hey, come do this with me. And if that happens, it's going to grow to 12 people, right? 12 people collectively all together makes it where you get $600 a month, $150 every week. And then what if they just mess up and keep talking? They keep talking. Robert and I keep talking. You keep talking. And we just keep growing this to an exponential 30 people. That's $1,000 a month for you right now, guys. Do you know how many people we have helped? Not just in America, because that's not impressive. It really isn't. Americans are a little spoiled, a little lazy. They, kind of like, oh, well, let me make some money first. Do you think anybody in Ethiopia cares about making money first? They know that you can't spend their money. So they're not really concerned about you making money first. They have the mindset I did. I don't have the money to put in the market. Let me go tell some people, right? So I can get this residual income coming every month so I can put some money in the market. That's simple. Hey, the company's teaching them. So let me grow this 30 people to 75 people and get $2,000 a month. Now I can put money in the market. Now I can pay a cell phone bill and my Wi-Fi. So I'm not really concerned about anything getting cut off. If you think about it, light bulb coming off, right? Now, because I'm a franchise owner and the FCC says if the company pays you, you got to make sure you're paying for the services. So customers get it free, but business owners don't. So I got to pay that $164.95 again, right? Just so you understand that. But look, I don't care I'm paying the $164.95. The company's paying me every month. They're paying me. Not only are they paying for the education themselves because they're giving me a check, they're also paying my investment. So now I have done what Warren Buffett said, OPM, other people's money. He doesn't invest with his money. He uses other people's money. And that's how people become financially free. And they stay that way because they found a way to leverage other people's money. I get it. It's hard talking to family, friends, people people you don't know. It's hard. And I get that. But what's harder? Staying where you are or opening your mouth and sharing it with the UPS guy? I'm just asking, because that's what I had to say to myself in the mirror. What's harder, Quinn? Talking to the FedEx guy at the counter or staying where I'm at in life? And if I had said, staying where I'm at in life, then my daughter wouldn't be able to understand that, hey, my school is completely paid for when I get to college. There is no ramen noodles. There is no, I have to figure out how to get transportation. There is no figuring out anything now. We don't have to do that anymore. If I just stay, in a place where I'm not going to talk to anybody, I'm too busy, I have life going on, then guess what? Robert and I both wouldn't be sitting at home when we want to. We don't have traditional jobs anymore. Robert gave his job back to the economy in October of 2018. He doesn't have to work in the oil and gas industry anymore. That could be you. Guys, we're being mentored by people who are making $50,000 a month. You see it on the screen. They get paid $12,500 every week, every Friday. And they know how to trade. They know how to invest in the market. So you've got a community around you. You've got a community of people. We've built a community where you can ask questions. And we send you out trade ideas too. So it's kind of like if you're not making money past a month, it's just, I really feel it's kind of like you just kind of chose not to. Listen, there are three types of people on the line right now. There are type of people that said, I saw it, I'm ready to go. You had me at IML TV. Okay? And if that's you, when you get off this line, get to the person that invited you, just like Howard did. He called him that night and said, I don't care what it takes, let's go. All right? Then there's the type of person that says, I understand all the information. I just have a couple questions. And I'm so excited that you do. We're going to partner you up with us. Whoever invited you, get back to them. They're going to partner you up with, me or Robert or any other of one of our business coaches and mentors that can answer 100% of the information for you. Then there are those online that say, you know what? I love what you guys are doing. I'm glad it's a community of people. I just don't care to be involved in it. I'm okay going to work. I'm okay, you know, making the money I'm making. I don't need to make any more money. I'm good. And if that's you, we are so excited that you joined us today. We do not take it lightly. We appreciate your time. But the person that invited you, they worked kind of hard to get you here. So why don't you do this? Why don't you give them 5 names and phone numbers of people who want to actually grow their income? Give them 5 names and phone numbers of people who want to grow their income, right, guys? And we're going to work with them. We're going to help them make bare minimum at least $600 extra a month. It's not a guarantee, but that's my goal. You know why that's my goal? Because literally 37% of Americans foreclose on their homes because they don't have an extra $500 a month. So I'm going to help people get $600 so we don't have this statistic happen anymore. And then we'll just follow up with you. You know, the fortune of the follow-up. We'll make the fortune, follow up with you. How about that, right? Guys, listen, in life, people don't really fail because of dishonest things that were told to them. People fail in life because people actually told them the truth and they just failed to actually believe it. And I really, really, really want you guys to understand that the whole thing that we're doing right now, whether you believe we're doing it and we're actually making money, you're right. And if you believe that we're not, you're right. Because it's really your belief system that's going to drive you to success. Not us, you, right? So with that being said, guys, we're going to see you on tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. The time's going to change. Tomorrow, the time will change because we're going to do it tomorrow at 6:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. 6:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. We're going to do this again tomorrow. I want you to invite about 5 to 10 people to get on the line. They need to hear this. I look forward to speaking to you privately, guys. I look forward to seeing you all at the top. You know why? Because the bottom is too crowded. Thank you, guys. God bless, and that's my time.